Hello and welcome to Magical Maiden's Paranormal Vlogs. I'm Magical Maiden. So today I have orbs. That's right. This time I have a few orbs, not a ton. I have some orbs, I have some EVPs, and I have my cat Salem and Magic talking human words. Yep, they're speaking human words as always. Okay, so what I did was I had to go back. I have a lot from July, August, and September. But I went to August. I still have July, but my mistake, I did August 18th, 19th, and 20th. Sometimes that happens, especially when I have so many. And I try to put the videos that came with it, but it's a lot of work, so I don't always do that. Trust me, there's videos that go with every single EVP and my cat's talking, but it's just really hard to get to it. Okay, so now let's go to orbs. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so my first EVP, I hope you first of all enjoyed those orbs, okay? And I still have plenty more orbs, but my first EVP, they say bigger trouble. Again, I don't always know why they're talking, but they are. Who are they talking to? Are they talking to my cats or each other? Is it a different timeline? But they say bigger trouble, and here is that EVP, the very first one. Okay, so the next EVP, it says, I suffered a lot, and it sounds like energy managers or menergy managers. That's what it kind of sounds like. He says menergy managers, but it could be energy managers. So here is that one right now. Okay, so this one's pretty funny. They say it's an EVP. They say, at your house, we go to haunt everybody. Isn't that nice of them? So we go to haunt everybody. Okay, so the next EVP, they're saying, bitch, you take your quarters away and remove them from the lawn. Now, that could have been happening somewhere else. I don't know. Like in another dimension, another timeline, or it could be residual, but here it is. Okay. Okay, so the next EVP is don't trust. And then Magic says about something. My cat Magic. So don't trust, and my cat Magic says about something with his little cute voice. Here it is. Okay, so the next EVP is again with the don't trust. They say, don't trust makes me hurtful. I don't know what they mean by that. Don't trust makes me hurtful. Again, I don't know what they mean by that, who they were talking to, but here it is. Okay, so the next EVP is got to get it off the wall. Someone says, I got to get it off the wall. And that is coming up right now. I don't know, again, who they were talking to or what it was about. Okay, so the next EVP, they say, it's a real short one, and all they say is in March. So I guess in March, whatever. See, sometimes I think it's an EVP from a spirit entity, but sometimes it's actually from my cats. But this was an EVP from a spirit in March. Here we are. Okay, so that was a short one. The next EVP, they say, expect them to. So they say expect them to. Now I play each EVP or thing my cats say 3 times. So it's not that it's repeating itself, it's just that I play it. Okay, so the next EVP is I saw where you're dropping me off. So I saw where, and I think they say you dropping me off. Here it is. Okay, so the next EVP is they say, I saw you. So again, I don't know who they're talking to. I have all the times on these, so. Okay, so the next one, an EVP, it says, it's frightening, dark energies. So I don't know what that's about, but here it is. Okay, so the next one is an EVP. It says, I want you out of the house. And then a woman says, I didn't do anything to you. Again, I get a lot of residual. So that's, or it could be another timeline. Did you hear that one? Okay, so the next one, it says, I'm not playing with you. Go back to bed. Now, this could be my cats talking to each other, but sometimes they actually sound like a real human. So it's hard to tell, but here it is. Did you hear that? Okay, so the next one's pretty sure all it is an EVP. Somebody saying, help me. I get that a lot. A lot of people come to me for help. Okay, so the next EVP, someone says, people hear it. Now, maybe they're talking about, the people can hear them speaking, like me. So here it is. Okay, the next one's an EVP. Someone says, put it back. And then somebody else says, that works. So here it is coming up right now. Two different people talking or something. Okay, so the next one's kind of funny. They're singing this. It's a woman and they're singing. They said, shiver me, quiver when you think of me. So it's shiver me, quiver when you think of me. And it sounds like a woman singing. And that's not me. Weird, huh? I get a lot of strange stuff. So the next EVP, they say, stop agreeing with him. Why are you even talking to him? I get a lot of people arguing. This house used to be a rental ages ago, and they used to have a lot of parties and stuff. People told me that attended the party. So this is a long time before we even bought it. So that's could be it. Residual. Okay, so the next EVP, they say the witch probably used her sticks. What they mean by that, I don't know. Like I said, I get a lot of spirits, entities, and interdimensional beings. I'll also get different timelines. People are in other timelines, entities and interdimensional beings are in other dimensions, and it bleeds through. So here it is. Okay, so the next EVP, it says, was that tight enough for you? Again, I have no idea the context, why they said that, but they said, is that tight enough for you? And here it is. Did you hear that? Okay, so the next CVP, they say, yes, you are the same thing. And I get, like I said, I get some funny EVPs. My cats are always talking. They're little, magic is the wisecracker. But anyway, here's that EVP. Okay, so this next EVP is pretty perplexing. I think they say you both AM injury leaks. You both, something about injury leaks, AM injury leaks. I don't really know, but you can hear him say that. Both AM injury leaks. You both. Okay, I don't understand that one, but oh well. The next CVP says, you're not the landlord paying our bills. Actually, I am if they're spirits living here. But that's what they say. Okay, so the next CVP ties into that one. They say, you're not the one paying our bills. She didn't like what your mother did to her. So I think it's part of the same conversation from just the last EVP. So, you know, And someone's mad about bill paying, so here it is. Okay, so the next one, My Cat Magic, says California. Now, the EVP before that was someone asking him where did he used to live, because my cats were humans before. They lived many different lives. And he had told somebody, I heard him one time having a conversation, that he lived in California, Hollywood. He was someone famous. Anyway, here it is. You hear that? He says California. Okay, Magic again. My Cat Magic is in the next one. He says, do you love me, Mom? It was in the morning and I say hello and he says hello and we say good morning and we go back and forth. And then I go, I love you. And then he just said, do you love me, Mom? Because I didn't say I love you yet. We just said hello and good morning. I love that I can talk to my cats and understand them. Anyway, Magic is in the next one. He says, how will we make it? I don't know what he was talking about. He might have been talking to his brother Salem or something, but he just says, how will we make it? My Cat Magic. And that's coming up right now. Here it is. Okay, so the next one is My Cat Magic. Again, he goes, I got to move. He likes to play and he likes to run around really fast. So in that, like I said, I didn't put the video in, but in the video, he was running around. He passed his brother and he goes, I got to move. He's funny. Here it is. Okay, in this next one, My Cat Magic says, I'm rested. Hello. Okay, so my cat says, I'm rested. Hello, that's Magic. I tried to get the matching video for that, but I mean, I've got so many to go through. So sorry about that, but here it is. Like I said, I do have matching videos for every single one of these. It's just hard because I have been backlogged again since August and I have to go through them and they're labeled and they're numbered and it gets time consuming. So the next one is Magic saying this hurts. Here it is. Okay, now the next one is Salem. He goes, Papa, please don't go. Now, I don't know if he's talking to his original father or if he's talking to my father. Magic calls my father Grandpa. My father passed ages ago when he loved cats, but he could be calling him Papa, but here's Salem. Okay, so the next one, Magic and Salem, they say, let's go watching the bed. See, we were not awake yet, and they wanted to get up, so they were watching the bed to see if we were waking up or moving. And here it is. Okay. So the next one is Salem, and he says, get out of the house. And then there's an EVP that says, you want me to stop? So Sam says, get out of the house. And then some spirit or something says, you want me to stop. Okay, so the last EVP, it says, won't you put my stitch in? So I don't know, but I guess he needed a stitch. He says, "Won't you put my stitch in?" And here is the last one of the day. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. And if you're not subscribed, please remember to do so now. Also, remember to hit that notification bell so you're notified when I upload my newest content, because it's spooky season, so I have tons and tons more to upload. And I want to bring them to you, and I'm going to try to put the matching videos with it. Today it was just a spur of the moment thing. I came back from working and then I had to do a lot of other things, and so unfortunately not everything got in that I wanted to do, but at least I put some orbs in there for you today, so I try. Okay, so remember to like, share, and comment, even if it's just to say hello, because it really helps me. I'm not monetized, I don't make any money off the channel, but I want, it helps me when you like, share, and comment, to help the channel to grow and people to see my stuff. And I hope you enjoyed listening to all these. Remember, I hope you had your earbuds and earphones on, or headphones. And if you didn't, go back and put them on and listen to it again. And if you didn't see any of my paranormal vlogs, please go check them out from the very beginning. And I hope you do enjoy it. It is spooky season. So as always, please remember to come back and watch. And thank you for watching, and stay spooky. Bye.